Hello, welcome back. In the previous video, we looked at how to enter results, also for administrators, on how to set the exams that should be entered in the system for the teachers. So for admins, you are catered for in that setting. Now we are looking at how to access mark sheets and report cards. Now, like I mentioned earlier, our system is too easy that everything that you want to access, you find it here. Now, simply come here, I want to see the mark sheets, for example. For you to be able to access these mark sheets, the exam still has to be active. If it is not active, you will not be able to see them. So already let me say I want to see mark sheets for senior 1, oppose, mid. Of course, the exam is mid. Why is it mid? Because here under settings, I have activated it. It's down which is activated. If I remove it and maybe I activate EOT, end of term, then I come back here and I refresh, you discover that I'm no longer having mid. Why? Because the administrator has deactivated that one. So you need to know, if I activate, for example, let me say I'm activating 3, then I come here and I refresh. Under the mark sheets, the system is telling us, do you want only continuous assessment 3? Do you want only EOY? Do you want continuous assessment 3 plus this one average? So it will be averaging them in case you need. So let me say no, I want to see activity of integration. I want to see continuous assessment plus end of year plus midterm. And if I do this and I load, the system is going to get all those 3 exams and will get an average of them. Meaning that if you make a mistake and you only have 1 exam, it will destabilize you. It's good because it's going to make the average of all the 3. So you can see that these children are now having an average of all the 3 examinations. So that's why it is putting here CL3 plus this, all of them together. So this is an average of all those 3. What happens, for example, if it is not averaged to the 3? Let us just check that and see. So let me say, no, I only want to see end of year exams. And then I load the students. You'll discover that this mark sheet is going to be more different. This one, for example, this child here has 60. And when you come here, the child has 62. That means that when we average, there's some subject, there's some exam which this child performed so well. Then where this one has 66.5, let us say that is the third one, you can see that is having 64. So this means that what you activate in the settings here determines a lot on how your mark sheet is going to look like. So for today, I want to only view mid. Remember mid, we only entered for how many students? I think they were only senior 1, so we cannot check any other exam. Okay, we can check senior 2 and we see if there is anything for mid. You see this? There is no result entered for senior 2. But we remember we entered the results for senior 1 and it was in English, so we don't expect results for any other subject. And here we go, we only have English. Now, for us to get a better view of the system, let us activate one of the exams that was really one of the exams that were well entered. So we're going to, for example, load senior 2, maybe end of year. So we're going to load this like this. Now, this is how our mark sheet looks like. This is how it looks like. If you want to view all the students, you simply click on show all and then you check all of them and then you'll be able to see this. So the system has already graded for the students. You don't have to suffer. In case you want to sort them by grade, simply click on average here. It will be able to give you from the best. Automatically, it gives you from the best up to the very, very last one. And then down here, this is the beauty. It gives you the best 20 students, grounding them. So you don't have to go and count and say who was the best. No, it gives you the best 20 students here. It also does analysis for the subjects here and then the students that have performed better. But when you go to the second button, that is to see the subject analysis, you also don't have to suffer with calculating how many, which subject performed the best. You simply have to click on subject analysis and it will also tell you how the subjects performed. This is the beauty. This is the beauty. And then if you want to see the grade distribution, how have the grades been distributed? how many got A plus, how many got A, you also click here to also be able to give you that analysis. It can even tell you that for in this class, 5 students got A plus, and that represents 21% of the whole class. So that is how beautiful this system can be, very detailed. Then the trends here is going to show you the performance trends, showing you which one represents excellent. So here you can see that many of the children are under average because yellow is the biggest. And then the last one is, or maybe here, down here, it tells you physics is the best performing subject with an average of 77.3%. Top students scored 86.6 overall. 4 students, means 4 subjects are performing excellently. So this analysis cannot be caught if you just use your manual methods. It's going to take you a full week to find this. Then it also talks about biology being the worst performed subject. One subject is also below the passing mark. Focus is needed on 10 struggling students. Now, when you click on need improvement here, it is going to show you all the students who need to improve. It will even recommend the different methods you can use for the student to improve. That is the mark sheet part. Now let's go and look at the report card. How do we access the report card? Anyway, how does it look like? It is also one thing that puts our system far apart from others. Simply click on report cards here. It will load. Then you select the class you want. Let me say I want my senior 2. The stream is apples. The term is term 3. Of course, these things are appearing because they are the ones you have set. It is, for example, it is telling you are entering exams for, you're printing report cards for end of year. But if you come here and activate any other exam, let me say this one, it is also going to show that you're having results for these 2 examinations. But for now, it has only used 1 for ease. So it will ask you if you want to include the activities of integration or not. If you include, the system is automatically going to change your exam marks to 80, then to get your AOIs, turn them into out of 20, and to add them together to form the real grade. If you don't want the activity of integration to be there, you just say no. Do you want to do total signing? Some people don't want to finish printing report cards, then you go and begin signing them. It takes time. So if you have already uploaded your signature as a head teacher and the class teachers, and you apply auto sign, the signatures will appear on the report card, so you don't have to sign again. Do you want to auto promote? If you want to promote your children, automatically the system also promote them. This also goes to the administrators. They will go to the settings and they set the promotional marks. Where is that? This is under this very page of settings. You go to promotional marks. You set how many marks the child should have to be promoted. Then you also give them a comment. What's the comment for those ones that are promoted? Are you going to say, well done, promoted to this class? Or what comment are you going to put? So whatever comment you put here is what will appear on the report card. Of course, we're going to load our report card. After finishing here, setting everything, you also select which header you want, which head of the report card you want. We have 10 headers here, and you will choose the one which works better for you. Okay, for me, the basics that I've chosen, I'm going to load the report cards. And we shall wait in a few seconds. It is here. So this is how a report card looks like. Very well elaborated. In case the subject has more than 1 paper, it puts the 2 papers, then it gets the average for you, like that. And if you want to print, just a matter of clicking on print, and you will be able to print these report cards without any hindrance. That's how beautiful the report cards will look like. In case you want to load it for only 1 student, it is the same. You just come here and select the student, and you are able to print that. In case you want to put the school logo in the background, you simply say yes here, and then you load. The school logo will appear in the background. This means it's going to minimize some of the colors. So this is how it will look like. When you try to print, it is going to look exactly very beautiful. So this is how it's going to look like. This is how our report card will look like. You see? Remember, we have not talked about the different headers. In case you want to change a header from this to another one, you simply change and you load, and your header will look exactly